Hello and welcome to Newsroom series today. Our focus is the South-South region of the country. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us. But first, the top stories. The federal government of Nigeria has assured Nigerians that soon they will begin to enjoy steady power supply across the country. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Malabo, the capital of the Equatorial Guinea, for a 3-day official visit. President Tinubu was received by the Prime Minister of the country, Manuela Roque Bote, about an hour ago. His visit is on the invitation of his Equatorial Guinea counterpart, President Teodoro Obasanjo. The private meeting between the two presidents will be followed by the signing of bilateral agreements focusing on various areas, including oil and gas, security, and others. President Tinubu is expected to sign a historic visitors book, after which a press statement will be made available. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is advocating for a special court to try cases of crude oil theft, considering that it currently has hundreds of cases of crude oil theft under investigation. The Director of Investigation of the Commission, Abdul Karim Choko, made this known during the investigative hearing of the House of Representatives Special Committee on Crude Oil Theft in Abuja. According to the Commission, in 2019 alone, over 400 cases were charged to court, while in 2022, about 200 cases were charged. The Commission believes that a special court and amendment of the legal framework of the agency will help in addressing crude oil theft in the country. And now we're pleased to bring you our focus on the South-South region of the country on Newsroom series today. The federal government of Nigeria is assuring Nigerians that soon they will begin to enjoy steady power supply across the country. The power supply has increased from the 4,000 megawatts average to 5,105 megawatts since the Bola Tinubu administration, showing a 25% increase. The government has also put in place legislation such as the Electricity Act 2023 to strengthen policies and initiatives in the power sector. Speaking in Calabar, after a tour of the Calabar Generation Company, a subsidiary of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company at Ikotyong in Odokpani local government area of Cross River State, the Minister of Power, Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, explained that the country is experiencing significant improvement due to increased investment in infrastructure.
Power is an essential resource used by all to improve daily lives and businesses, and lack of it can lead to significant losses in the country's economy due to power outages and fluctuations. Reviving and revitalizing the power sector is crucial for national development and economic growth. This is what brings the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, to the Calabar Generation Company, where he assesses the current state of affairs and discusses the federal government's plan to improve supply in the Niger Delta region.
We all know what led to this is the increased generation, is the work that we're also doing in enhancing the state of transmission infrastructures, while the distribution companies are also raising their games in maintaining their own distribution infrastructures involving the 33 kV lines, 11 kV lines, all the DT transformers and all that, which is why we are witnessing this.
The plant has 2 evacuation corridors, one to Calabar and the areas surrounding it, and eventually central and northern parts of Cross River State. The other corridor is to Ikotekpene in Akwa Ibom State, through to Ogwanyi in Enugu State and other parts of the country.
This electricity, as you can see, this power plant goes from here, the other side. Apart from what goes to Calabar, it goes this way to Ikotekpene. From Ikotekpene, we have line direct to Ogwaji, Enugu, and from Enugu to Joba. To Ogwaji, we drop it from there, it goes to Abakaliki, then to... So that's how the network power business works. And then I understand TCN is also closing the loop from Calabar to Ekom to Obudu. So it's just a matter of time. Calabar will be well served.
After inspecting the power plant, the minister meets with the governor of Cross River State, Otu, to discuss collaborations and opportunities to prevent vandalism and protect the power plant.
You know, as a government, we had agreed that energy security is very, very important. And we've been looking for ways to make sure that we scale up, both in terms of usage, we scale up in terms of security of infrastructure, we scale up in a way that our power will be calibrated to power our economy. he has promised to hasten them up to do a little bit more work. And I believe with that, not too long, with the time and energy we are investing in it, Cross River will enjoy power 2/7.
The Minister of Power's visit to the Calabar Generation Company highlights the government's commitment to improving power supply in Nigeria and ensuring efficiency and reliability in the power sector.
In an effort to provide a faster and alternative route between the northern and southern parts of Cross River State, the Cross River State Governor, Bassey Otu, has performed the groundbreaking ceremony for a 365-kilometer railway project, Christian Grand Littoral Railway Station. Speaking during the groundbreaking ceremony at the Tinapa Free Zone Resort, he emphasized the importance of the railway project, which stemmed from the investment summit held in August 2023. According to him, this project is a collaboration between the state government, international bodies, and state parastatals.
Cross River State is working to ease transportation between the northern and southern parts of the country. This means reduction of traffic congestion, cleaner air, and overall great travel experience for residents and visitors alike. Road infrastructure is already taking shape in different parts of the state, including the city center. But there's need to create a seamless means of cutting man hours. Hence, this groundbreaking for a railway line which will run from Calabar to Obudu, with main terminals in Calabar-Obudu as well as substations in Ugep, Ikom and Ogoja. This will also serve as an evacuation corridor for leisure, exposure, and the conveyance of goods and services, as well as creating jobs.
Cross River State is frontier to Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Sao Tome and Principe. It is also home to the largest export processing zone in Nigeria, the Calabar Free Trade Zone. Therefore, the rail line will not only facilitate the easy intrastate movement, but will serve as evacuation corridor for goods and services within international borders. With expected boost in international trade, the ripple effect will breathe down to the entrepreneurial spirit of the citizens of Cross River State.
The Commissioner for Transportation believes the railway project will also boost the state's economy.
This railway project of about 365 kilometers total distance, the rail line will connect 5 economic zones of the state, namely Calabar, Ugep, Ikom, Ogoja, Obudu, with expected widening of trade link with neighboring states. Besides, when the project finally comes on stream, the heavy stress on other already fragile and faulted road infrastructure will be greatly reduced, thereby prolonging the lifespan of the routes. This railway project is therefore very intentional, deliberate, going by its economic and social parameters, and about 20,000 jobs will be created from the construction to the operational stage. The state is therefore at the threshold of economic revolution within the corridors of the rail line.
Traditional rulers commend the governor for this project, which they believe will take the state back to its glory days. There's also reassurance of support from monarchs.
This groundbreaking event is a great and a wonderful innovation that will indeed, in the nearest future, restore the lost glory of this great state.
Residents anticipate that this railway project will have a positive impact on the state's economy, tourism sector, and travel time for commuters.
In order to deliver sustainable mega projects that will enhance socio-economic lives of Deltans, the governor of Delta State has expressed his commitment to a robust partnership with the Niger Delta Development Commission. The governor was speaking when he received the managing director of the NDDC and a team of other officials of the commission in Asaba. He insists that quality partnership will help reduce the incidence of abandoned projects initiated with the interventionist agency.
Since its establishment in the year 2000,
The NDDC has been saddled with the responsibility of initiating and executing projects that will better the lives and welfare of the people of the Niger Delta region. Over the years, the interventionist agency has faced criticism for falling short of its mandate despite significant funding, while many communities in the region are still lacking key infrastructure such as roads, schools, housing, and others. This visit by the managing director of the commission and his team to the government house Asaba gives the governor an opportunity to remind them of some of the abandoned projects across the state, pledging to give the necessary support required to put an end to this trend. The new management attributes this trend to the insatiability in the management of the commission for some years, but is looking forward to repositioning the agency through its renewed hope agenda.
We thank the President for at least bringing about peace and stability in the commission, where at least we are assured of consistency to ensure that, yes, we also serve out our own policies, because we have put policies in place to also take care of some of these things. And we are actually committed to ensuring that most of these projects that are abandoned, we take them up and finish them. Because funds have been invested in most of these projects, so we also have to spend more funds to add value. And areas where we have to partner to finish these projects, we also have to partner.
With the new management's renewed vigor, hopefully the NDDC may finally work towards achieving its mandate, bringing meaningful development to the people of the Delta and the whole of the Niger Delta region. You're watching Newsroom series. Coming up, the stakeholders in River State reaffirm their support for the governor of River State, Similaye Fubara. That's when we come back. Please stay with us. Welcome back. The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has signed a revised supplementary budget of 450 billion naira into law, from which 5 billion naira has been allocated to boost small businesses in the state. Mr. Obaseki explained that the budget had to be reviewed to factor in the current exchange rate in the country, which is now twice the initial figure when the original budget was proposed last year. The supplementary budget signing ceremony held at the executive chambers of the government house with the speaker and the leadership of the Edo State House of Assembly were in attendance.
Whereas the 2023 budget was about 225 billion. At that time, the exchange rate was about 750. It only follows common sense that if we are to grow the economy of Edo State, at a minimum, our budget size should be doubled. What we came to realize is that for many small businesses, for many individuals who are into business, because of the inflationary pressures, most of their capital have been eroded. We felt that in this budget, we should attempt to address some of those issues. So we are providing in this budget up to the sum of 5 billion naira, which will attempt to disburse about 1 billion naira monthly to help very small businesses, traders, farmers, to access some capital in an organized manner. We will use market associations, We'll use age grade groups and associations in communities where they already have some support to each other. We'll see how we can use some of these monies to support ESUSU groups so that as much as we can within Edo State, we'll see how we can ameliorate the sufferings and pain which many of our citizens are currently experiencing.
One and only distinguished Senator Monday Upeolo Akpakomiza.
Politics now, as we bring you some of today's events at the APC rally in Edo State ahead of the governorship election in November.
Please, we need to save time, madam. Come on. Don't win that. No. I want to deliver a message. No, what you fella talk. Fella say, na truth I won't talk again, no. Na truth I won't talk again, no. So when they talk, just listen. Because me, campaign is about message. You have seen the face of the next government. You need to hear his voice. And I would like to tell you why it is in your best interest to vote for him. And why it will be dangerous to vote for opportunistic people. This time around, Edo people are unanimous. Edo North, we've all agreed it is Monday Upeolo. Yesterday, stop. Yesterday in Benin, Edo South, Benin Kingdom. The people say it is Monday Upeolo. Akpakomiza. Now don't blow this thing. Be disciplined. Why do they say so? We have all agreed as Edo people, from the south to the central to the north, that we want to make somebody original, authentic, organic Asian man as part of our commitment to unify our state.
From Edo State to River State, a series of empowerments now being initiated by supporters of Governor Siminalayi Fubara in River State to support the government in alleviating the sufferings of the people. At a ceremony on Tuesday, a former deputy governor of the State House of Assembly, Marshall Oum, says the gesture is in line with the disposition of the governor to provide relief amidst the economic hardship. At a similar event in Eleme, a former Nigerian ambassador to the Netherlands urged the people to trust the policies of the governor, saying that the state will come out of the economic challenge stronger.
From one local government area to another, supporters of Governor Siminalayi Fubara of River State are rolling out initiatives designed to provide relief to those believed to be most affected by the economic hardship. These initiatives are in response to the disposition of Governor Fubara to see that vulnerable people are helped to survive. In Oborevwori local government area, a former deputy speaker of the State House of Assembly is donating 100,000 naira each to small business owners, the physically challenged, the elderly, and indigent students.
Our governor set the tone in terms of empowerment, providing funds, projects. Our governor came to Oborevwori. He did not announce, he did not tell anybody. 3 occasions, secretly, because he cares for the poor people.
A similar gesture was also demonstrated in Eleme local government area over the weekend, where another supporter of Governor Fubara, Hope Igwe, donated 100,000 naira each to 200 women and persons living with disabilities to boost their businesses.
I've told Eleme people, don't follow politicians that will come to the village and talk about Congress. After Congress, you can't see them anymore. And give small money to youths to be shooting gun around. our own money, we don't give people, make them keep person, no. We go use and impact people's life.
Those of us gathered here under the leadership of our humane governor know that those you are seeing here, Mr. Speaker, those that you are seeing here are those who have passion and empathy and compassion for the growth of Eleme land. And our politics also reflects that empathy and that passion for the growth of this land.
Addressing the beneficiaries in Eleme, the Speaker of the pro-Fubara lawmakers, Victor Okojombo, says the current administration is doing its best to improve the socio-economic well-being of the people.
His Excellency said, go back to your people and empower them. Let Eleme money be for Eleme people. Let Rivers money be for Rivers people. That was the charge that His Excellency gave the caretaker chairman. And our brother, who is not even in council, decided to say, okay, let me key in to the visions of Governor Siminala Ifubara by empowering 200 women with 100,000 naira each.
These empowerment initiatives are expected to support Governor Fubara's efforts to alleviate the economic hardship faced by the people in Rivers State.
Meanwhile, the reinstated chairman of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State, Emeka Beke, has restated his control over the party, even as he declared that the party will participate in the upcoming local government elections in October. His decision is contrary to that of the ousted caretaker committee chairman, Tony Okocha, under whose leadership the party initiated a lawsuit challenging the conduct of the poll. Speaking at a meeting of the Inter-Party Advisory Council in Rivers State, Beke said there is the need to stabilize democracy in the state. Meanwhile, the chairman of IPAC, an association of registered political parties, is calling for the prosecution of those responsible for the recent attack on the Action People's Party building and demands the immediate withdrawal of police from local council secretariats. The Bayelsa state government has announced plans to recruit approximately 1,000 primary and secondary school teachers to enhance the state's education sector. Governor Doye Dire made the announcement at the Government House in Yenagoa, assuring residents that the recruitment process, though lengthy, is designed to be thorough and rigorous. According to the governor, the meticulous nature of the recruitment process aims to ensure that only highly qualified individuals capable of effectively educating the next generation are selected. He also disclosed that the decision to employ teachers was derived from a needs analysis conducted in the state.
There is no society that can grow above the level of education of that society. And so I like Bayelsans to be patient. I have asked the Honorable Commissioner for Education, who is supervising the process, and he told me how rigorous the process is. We don't want to say that, okay, somebody has graduated maybe in biology education, and so because he has a BSc or B.Ed biology, so you just recruit him and go and put him in a classroom. We have seen where people who say they read economics and ask them to define economics, they cannot define economics. It has happened to me as a person. And so we are putting them through the grill to properly know those who went to school and understand why they went to school. So it may take some time. I appeal to Bayelsans to be patient. We needed teachers. We did our analysis of needs. And that was why we came up with the employment of teachers. We're going to employ about 1,000 teachers.
The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Okala, has reassured of the Nigerian Navy's commitment to improve education for Nigerian youth. The Naval Chief made the commitment at the 2024 graduation of the Nigerian Navy Military School, Ikot Itun, Akwa Ibom State. He commended the young sailors for proving themselves worthy in learning and character and gave reassurances that the Nigerian Navy will continue to contribute its quota to the overall development of young Nigerians.
It's on record that the Nigerian Navy Military School has remarkably contributed in support of education to our dear nation. The commandant and his team efforts in grooming and training these young Nigerians are glaring. Your priority is the provision of quality instructional materials and conducive teaching and learning environment on assumption of duty is commendable, with a valuable plan of action that had fostered meeting of the school's objective. I therefore wish to reaffirm my untiring support to the Nigerian Navy Military School. As we are passing out the second set of young sailors today, I charge all young sailors to put in the training gained into good use and be a good ambassador of your alma mater.
And that's it on Newsroom Series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.